My name is Elizabeth Marquez. I am a holistic nutritionist. I've been on the health journey for a good 20 years now. I am a mother and I'm married to a diabetic with a sweet tooth. Do you ever feel like any of the nutrition programs out there, which are more cookie cutter, or any of the diet trends would never work for you? That's because they don't work for everybody, because you are unique. Your body requires different nutrients than others. Your anxieties and your stress and your schedule and everything is totally different. That's kind of where I was. So basically, the first time I met with a trainer, I developed a meal plan for myself and I saw huge differences. I was eating all the right foods, but not at the right times. Everything was kind of a mishmash for me. I was doing research on healthy foods and which vegetables to eat for what my goals were, etc. Looking at nutrient-dense foods, but nothing really worked until I actually met with someone and sat down and went through that. Now, fast forward to 40 years old, breastfeeding an infant, and I was at a loss when he wasn't doing well. We had a terrible gas and bloating. He was crying excessively, and it was very easy to figure out that we needed to cut dairy. Now, my husband had already done that because he has a dairy allergy. My stepson is lactose intolerant, and I had cut out most creamy white substances, but I hadn't actually gone all the way. So I was still consuming the dairy, and I wasn't actually looking at products that had dairy in it. So we went on this journey and it's never been better. We have a lot more energy. Everyone is happy. There's more glow. Things just kind of seem to work better for us in this realm. However, the world is complex and there's a lot out there as it relates to dairy-free and more along the lines of recipes. And the typical complaint that I saw was that so many people don't know how to talk to people about it, or don't know how to do the shopping, or how to eat out. Traveling became an issue for a lot of people. So we've put together an online course, and this course actually has all of that stuff in there, including the recipes, including a dairy-free symptom tracker. So this is looking at all of the different symptoms that could possibly be associated with dairy. It also has some shopping lists and nutritional content as well. This bundled with the 6-week program, which is the customized program where we're actually sitting down and talking and going through your life, focused on your own health goals. That makes it even more valuable, because it's one thing to follow an online course on your own, but it's another thing to actually put it together with the rest of your life and actually talk to someone. Bundling the course with the 6-week program works right now, specifically because you want to be able to make it through the holidays without a lot of stress, okay? This is really important for a lot of people as we get closer and closer to the end of the year. People are already going on family gatherings. I went to a Friendsgiving and totally messed up and ate everything, which caused a repercussion of about a week later. So you don't want to do that. So doing this now will set you on the course to make sure that you are prepared to go through the holidays with all these lessons and all of the background and all of the training, and you'll have us at your fingertips as well, because we do have that 24-hour turnaround time for questions, and actually it's more like 2 or 3 hours. So if you are planning to go out with friends that evening, or are you planning a family meal, a gathering at home, you can reach out to us when you have questions. And that relates to not just dairy, but everything, anything that you are cooking with, any questions you have. We also have tips and tricks for shopping that's good for your dollar, for your wallet. Okay, so doing that now would help set you up for the future. Now, the other thing about doing it right now that makes it really important is because I've bundled it with not just the course, but the 6-week program, and I'm throwing in the What Not to Do When You're Sick guide, which is actually going to help you when your family gets the next bug or virus that's going around, because you know what's going to happen. This guide was created because I saw far too many influencers and nutritionists online talking about what vitamins and supplements to take, but not talking about how you can actually absorb them better, which is basically getting out of fight or flight. So I'm throwing that in there as well with this, because it's going to be really important as we go through the holidays. Now, typically something like this, if you were to go and talk to a naturopath and sit down and go through this process and meet with them on a weekly basis like we do, is going to be in the thousands. So that's not what we're looking at right now. The other thing is, if you were to try doing something like this on your own, figuring out your own dietary needs, it's going to take you a lot of time, and there's so much information out there. So sitting down and talking with someone who is trained in this is so valuable, especially like I mentioned, as we're going into the holidays. So the course, which is an online course, like I mentioned, it's go at your own pace. There's some videos, but mostly a lot of audios, a lot of downloads, and a lot of more information focused on the mindset and not so much the cooking, because you can't be in your kitchen all the time. Okay, I actually already have a mom and her 14-year-old daughter on the program right now, and they have already binged the whole thing within a weekend. So it doesn't have to be something that is going to take the full 21 days like it's supposed to be. That's what it's designed for. You can do it in a weekend, okay? You can go through everything in a weekend, and they're actually doing it dairy and gluten, so you can adapt it to your own needs. The bundle is also including the 6-week program, which includes not just the weekly phone call, which is normal, but 2 phone calls a week, which is a bonus only for the Black Friday deal. So 2 weekly phone calls, the regular 24-hour turnaround time for any kind of questions via text or messenger, or even voicemails, that type of thing, or emails, whatever ways is actually better for you. It includes the What Not to Do When You're Sick guide, and it also includes the additional bonus of the snacking hacks. So this is something that we adapted from the appetite cutoff switches, which was typical in meal plans that I was doing for people a few years back. And I've changed it to be more of a snacking hacks, because the hacks are more focused on weight loss and things that will help you stay fuller longer, create that satiety that we're all looking for. So things like why the benefits of eating soup, how spicy foods increases your metabolism, those types of things. So I'm throwing that in there too. Okay, so getting all of that stuff right now, for only $205 is a hell of a deal. When you check out, okay, it's going to take you directly to the Google form where you can schedule your first phone call. That first phone call kind of sets the tone for everything. So that's going to be for next week. Okay, and once my schedule fills up, I'm just going to shut down the page. Okay, so if you are interested, just go down to the checkout page, put your information in, and we'll get you scheduled for next week, okay, and get you on the online course right away. And as well, those downloads will come with the checkout as soon as you check out as well. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out via email, messenger, chat with me, okay, if you have any questions about any of this, the whole bundle package deal. Have a wonderful Black Friday.